So perpetrators of violence can be both women and men. We use this time to create advocacy, awareness about gender-based violence. So in these 2 sessions, we've had sessions with women alone to sensitize them about gender-based violence, what it is not, the various forms of violence, because oftentimes we stick to only the physical form to be violence, but violence manifests itself in many ways. Sometimes we think it's only at home, but it can be in our place of work. We can be perpetrators, we can be victims. So we are having sessions with women for them to understand what it is, the effects, the causes, how they can stop it, where they can seek support if they are victims of gender-based violence, who are the various people in the community they can run to, and their role as women, what they can do in creation of a free gender-based violence society. And today we had a session with the men because we live in the world with men, with women, and there are things that we cannot do entirely simply because we are women on our own. Because we live with men, we live with various people, we need all hands on board. We need the men to also play a role because they have a role they play. Statistically, men are considered the biggest number of perpetrators. So in a bid to create a violent-free environment, we need the men to also be on board.
Because of this session now, I can find out that a woman also can do what a man can do. For example, so school, learning at school, some of us don't allow their daughter to go to school, saying that only men has to go to school, that putting their reason that woman, when she goes to school, she will get pregnant.
It's all about unity, understanding each other. For example, in a home, assuming you have your wife and maybe she makes a mistake one way or another, doesn't mean that you just pick something, a stick, and then beat her. You sit down and discuss with her, also plus the children, whereby you find that the family will be lovely, unity at home, and everything will be moving on well.
We have the skills now in our hands. We can talk now. We can do something. We learn how to...
There are many solutions of gender-based violence. It should come from us, we the women, because sometimes we are seeing the love from the appearance of the person, and the person will come to you with love, with nice words, and we'll believe them. And still, when they are still mistreating us, we'll see it as a love, because our eyes is not yet open. But until when it touch your skin, after you'll believe that this is not love, this is a violence now. I understand the meaning of love and violence, because there are difference between. Sometimes they will come together, but there are difference. You have to be very careful so that you will be able to choose which is which, to differentiate between violence and love.
Actually, I can trust or not. Sometimes your family members also
not be silent about violence in your house, because they say charity starts from home. Yeah, so when you see things happening like that in your house, your father beating your mother every now and then, try to find a solution to it. Go report it to the police. Go speak to it with the elders or some of the members you believe that your dad can listen to. Go talk to them, tell them this is happening in the house. Every time my dad is beating my mom, this and this is happening, so it's not stopping. Let them come and talk to your dad. Let them come and talk to the person doing that.
BUiLD has been trying to empower women. Our programming, 60% is towards the women, 40% to the men. And in this case, we are trying to build the resilience of the women. And testimonies have come up that because of what BUiLD is doing, whether it is engaging women in saving culture, learning the saving culture, the movements to do with financial inclusion, access to micro-enterprise grants, or skilling that BUiLD is doing, have empowered these women to be able to be financially stable and be able to take on roles within their families. It has given them a voice in as far as decision-making is concerned in the family. And so BUiLD has contributed greatly to some of these efforts to see their livelihoods boosted and strong. Invest to prevent violence against women and girls.